Who would you say is world's what's the worst value for money signing in your club's history?
Well, what was my club in history? Well,
What's the worst?
before that, it was
Value for money. See, value for money, like so many factors though.
Hey yo, we're on the road to 1K. 60% of you are not even subscribed. Get hitting that button. Come on, man. Don't shake the thing. You already know the set. La la la.
At the time, they might have been playing well.
80 million for Harry Maguire is never. No, or was he 75? He was 80,
He was
innit?
always 80.
He was 80. Oh, Jesus.
But was he quality though? Like you're getting a valued player for 80 million, saying, okay, yeah, man, like he's
No, because think of it this way. Van Dijk was 75.
and he
walked in it
And
and
he-
running.
yeah.
Van Dijk was 75. So Maguire for 80 million is no
Do you think?
value for money whatsoever.
Yeah. Do you think Van Dijk and Harry Maguire had the same
No.
um,
On stats,
reputation?
No.
Or do you think one of them was better than like at the
Van
time?
Dijk was clear of him always, but Van Dijk's always been clear of
Fair
him.
enough. Fair enough.
He's only hyped because he's English. Let's be frankly honest.
Yeah.
Let's not beat around the bush. He's literally only up there because he's English and they rate him.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
If his name was
Marquinhos.
Harvey Mekanos,
Yeah. He'd be lower.
no ratings whatsoever.
Yeah.
They'll even question the signing themselves.
It's true.
But cause he is English and he starts for England, and he's had a
But at
good
the time-
season on paper because his stats at the time.
He did start thinking at that time
He was.
when he was at Leicester.
Yeah, he was England's. He was one of England. He scored like 3 World Cup goals, bruv. He's England's highest goal scorer as a defender, you know.
See,
He's England's highest top goal scorer as a defender.
I just remember him in a England shirt during the Man United days. Well, sorry, not during the. Hoping that he leaves in it, but like I just remember him in England shirt when he's at United and not at any other team.
No, that World Cup where England went to the semis, he played well. He played very well.
Russia.
I think he's yeah.
Yeah.
He scored in the blueprint. I think he scored in the knockout stages.
Mm.
So on that basis, I don't know if you can value it at 80 million. Yeah. So when you look at it properly, yeah, Harry Maguire is nowhere near value for money.
Yeah, but I think.
But at the end of the time, at the same time, sorry to cut you off. Yeah, if you just look at United's transfers in general
After 30.
after Fergie,
Yeah.
no, even some at Fergie. What was it? Bebe was at what, £15 million or something like that, or maybe even less, maybe less.
That was expensive at that time.
At the time, I remember him playing once and he played dead, and I remember him scoring once. He won a league title.
Mad.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could easily say Pogba was not value for money. Actually, no. Pogba was.
He was, man.
At the time, he was. Pogba was known as one. Yeah.
I mean, the Zlatan right at the time, that was a good time for him, man. When Zlatan was there, when Mourinho was there,
Yeah, he
when
won
he wrote
trophies.
yeah. It was okay. It was okay.
Lukaku,
75M.
Di Maria. He was the first club record breaker, by the way, with like 66 million or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a huge signing. That was a huge signing.
I remember that. I was gassed with that.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
Falcao came as well.
Falcao was a was a loan.
No way it was a loan.
Yeah.
2-year loan or 1-year loan?
1 year loan because he went to Chelsea right after it. So, Weinsteiger. I loved Weinsteiger. I was so disappointed.
That was a player that for years and years, even during Fergie, he wanted to buy him. I remember.
Like,
who did he go for?
Alexis Sanchez was a swap.
Yeah.
Di Maria was.
We got the better one though. I think.
No, I think
Mkhitaryan didn't.
They were both as stinky as each other, man.
True.
So you got all right. Let's go through. These are players that I'll tell you, that in my opinion, weren't for value for none of the money at the time we paid for them. Alexis Sanchez, it was a straight swap, dead. Di Maria, 67.5 million.
That was a lot of money
for one season. Dead. He only gave up until he got robbed. He was good. Dead.
Yeah.
Falcao, United paid a 6.8 million loan fee for that, but either way for that. And he just came off surgery.
Yeah.
You know
And I think we knew he was done as well.
He was still it was too soon for him to be moving to a big club after his surgery, innit? So that's why it didn't make sense. Jadon Sancho, 76.5 million. He might be looking like a bust right now.
That's sad, man.
Harry Maguire, 78.6 million. This stinky slaphead won't even take a payoff
to
leave. Like Memphis Depay, 30 million. Paul Pogba, 94. Nah, Paul Pogba was not
Memphis
94.
Depay, 30 million.
Yeah.
That will seem like a bargain now.
Memphis, Paul Pogba, apparently according to this website, is 94.5. No, he wasn't. No. Paul Pogba was around 85.
Yeah.
So, including the add-ons, which he occasionally then eventually achieved. I think he did rise to that fee, so I might take that back.
Yeah.
Morgan Schneiderlin, 31.5 million from Southampton.
We were at the time. I remember him. Yeah,
we
got him.
You got Weishager and
was
Schneiderlin at the same time, basically on the same day. Because I remember Weishager was first announced, and then literally 5 hours later, yeah, Schneiderlin was announced after. And to be fair, I ain't never seen a United transfer window like that since. With that speed of announcements, it was weird. It was crazy.
Was it when they had the Chevrolet?
Yeah. With the white.
Was it a black neck?
V-neck, the white V-neck.
Okay.
That was Louis Van Gaal time.
Yes, yeah.
Like, bro, it's.
But Schneiderlin at the time was coming.
Igalo was a 10.8 million loan fee, and nobody deeps that.
Yeah, that, and he.
Lukaku, 76 million. Like,
really
Donny van der Beek for 35 million even now looks like a stinky transfer.
Bro.
It is a stinky transfer.
What's his name? Amad Diallo is 40M, I remember.
Yeah,
40 million, bro.
Eric Bailly was 34 million.
That was a steal at that time.
Mkhitaryan was 37. Wan-Bissaka, 49.5. Matic was 40 million. 40 million.
And Wan-Bissaka cost 50 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anthony, 80 million pounds.
So what's he talk about? He's a nice.
Danny Blind, 15.7. Tellez, 613 million. Diallo is 19 million at the moment, but it can go up to 34 million.
But we bought him for 40.
No. It'll go up to like 34. 37 actually.
No, but we bought.
But no. United have paid an upfront fee of 19 million. For now. The rest is add-ons.
That's a lot of add-ons, man.
Yeah, because Ahmad has the potential to reach them add-ons.
Yeah.
Martial was 54 million. You know what I'm saying? Victor Lindelof, 31 million. Now he's riding bench. Like, bro. United's Mason Mount, 55 million. I'm already putting that in the stinky section. Juan Mata was 40 million. Fred was 53 million. Did you know that?
We sold him for what? 20?
20 mil. And the Herrera was 32 million.
Let's just put it in plain and simple. Man United don't know how to do business.
They don't, bro.
They don't know how to do business. Straight up. They don't know how to do business.
Sandro Martinez was 50 million. But right now he looks like he's value for his money. But really and truly at the time, you could have gone for cheaper.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's just... Bro... Man United is the definition of not buying players, of having like value for
Smart.
players.
It's not smart.
And on top of it, they stacked them on bumper contracts.
Yeah.
On bumper contracts. But with that being said, might as well get into it. Welcome back to the garage, guys. I know you literally just saw us yesterday, but still, we back, baby. We back.
Working active. We're active.
100%. Yesterday, as you lot might have seen, I was with Daniel and AJ, who now wants to take the name of Mr. Controversial.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wants to take the crown off you.
Let's see.
But today we are back, like I said to you lot yesterday. I'll come back with Merky, and we will literally strictly talk Man United as takeover news, as Mason Greenwood saga, as Man United as a stinkiness as a whole. Yeah, man.
Takeover, everything, man. Shambles. It's a shambles right now.
It is. But let me introduce my cast, and it's one man and one man only today. And to my right,
Mr. King Controversial, and AJ's name should be kept as King Waffle. Yeah, so we just leave it as that, innit? So I don't know what sort of name you want to take from me because it don't suit him, but the waffling suits him because that's all he does is just waffle, waffle. Yeah. So yeah.
So he's opening up an account called Bridge Brigade.
Bridge Brigade. Look out for that, man.
Bridge Brigade.
Look out for that. Yeah, we're back, man.
But
let's go.
We might as well get straight into it. And I think personally, there's nowhere else to go than the Mason Greenwood situation. I want your opinion. You never really given it. You never really said anything.
I haven't really spoken about the Mason Greenwood situation like that ever since that announcement came out. It's not handled correctly from the beginning.
The statements are a bit.
If you really read the statements, they're talking about things that have been finally, settled.
In their eyes, after going through the evidence, they see Mason Greenwood as innocent. Richard Arnold said he sees him as innocent, and he also said even though that we have decided Mason's future, this is not word for word, quote for quote, of it, but I'm giving you like an idea of what he said in it, and it was more of a thing of, he basically trying to say, yeah, his future now relies away from Man United, but this isn't like the end of like the matter in it.
And some
and when you drop a statement like that and not terminate his contract, it's like they found their own loophole.
Yeah, they made their sort of like own analysis.
You get what I'm saying?
And the thing is that one of the things that I didn't understand is that he's sort of like, they're sort of trying to say, he's no longer getting charged, and they're talking about how he's innocent, and but at the end of the day, it's more of like the guy's done something. Yeah, he hasn't been taken to court, or he hasn't been found guilty or not guilty. Okay, because everything's been dropped. So they should have just, stuck on that, rather than them coming out and saying stuff like, from our investigation we done this. I think whatever was already been said, they should have just kept it as it is, and not sort of made it out as if like, Man United, we took the law into our hands. Do you get what I mean? Because at the end of the day, he's not been found guilty or not guilty. So there's an argument that says that he's done it or he hasn't done it, regardless of the fact whether what Man United are saying.
And this is also the thing. A week prior to it was known Mason Greenwood was coming back to United.
Yeah, it was a return. Yeah,
it was leaked. Yeah. It shouldn't have been leaked according to Richard Arnold in his statement, but it got leaked.
According to the Athletic, bro. According to the Athletic.
But this is the thing though. It was the Athletic who pushed the narrative on basically trying to get Mason Greenwood out.
Oh wow!
And that's what I got told, and I sent it into the group.
Yeah, you did say. Yeah.
The Athletic have really pushed Man United to make Man United push Greenwood out. And because
if you look at their statements properly and read them, that was originally written for a return.
Yeah, and they contradict
and they reworded it a bit
to
make it sound like, okay, he's not going to come back, but this is what we know and this is why we were going to bring him back. Even though we've said that the decision, like, we're still going to be in support of him and the victim and everyone and helping them with the process. Yeah, I'll be real with you, yeah. I'll be completely real with you. Yeah, on the pure basis that they were always going to bring him back. And I know Ten Hag wants him back. I know Ten Hag wants him
looks
back.
like we need him. And I know it sounds mad. But we actually do need, you know, the player wasn't a bad player, bro. He wasn't a bad player. Like, I think...
yeah, the player wasn't a bad player.
Yeah.
The person...
That's a different thing.
Gone. Like... Completely.
That was a soft one, though.
Yeah, it was. I gave yesterday a soft one as well. His neck was bare sweaty and everything. I could have clapped him hard.
But yeah, what his behaviour is not right. Yeah, what he done was not right. But as a player, he's good. But bro, it just shows, innit? This just shows how bad the club has been running the last 10 to 15 years, and this
17 years.
So, bro, and this just shows like how these people are running the club.
No,
imagine if you really had somebody who was very, you know, bro. This should have been put to bed before the start of the season. This, if you really want my opinion, it should have been put.
Really and truly, if United were a serious club, the club would have been sold by the time it was meant to get sold, which I got told was originally March. A full sale should have been completed in time for this transfer window, because this transfer window would have been completely different, bro. Completely different.
Yeah, and you got to deep in one thing. At the time when Mason Greenwood, it came out and said charges were dropped, maximum a month before that, the situation should have been finished. And that was how long, bro?
It's not that. Qatar didn't want the decision to come down to them whether Mason Greenwood stays or go, because it's bad enough that they've been getting bad press as it is, and coming into No. They wanted the Glazers and the current United board and staff to deal with it.
So why didn't they deal with it way earlier than when?
Because as you can see, they took as sweet as their time.
Okay, so it's just
bad. As long as the Greenwood situation took long, I always knew that no matter what announcements the media was, look, because at the end of the day, like I said to you, if I get information or if I see information that none of you have picked up on, I send it into the group and I let everyone be aware that's going on with every situation, not only Man United but all Liverpool, clubs. Chelsea, all Arsenal, Man City. Like if it's important, I let you know in it, and it also goes across Europe. It's not just the Prem. It's France, Bundesliga,
different league, even Saudis.
Yeah, bro. So
the Saudis is like part of like the bro. It's as if
bro. They've been keeping me busy like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I knew from one piece of key information that I saw and was handed to me that this deal was not going to be done until the Mason Greenwood situation is over, because they don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Because if it's down to them, they sack him. They don't care how talented he is. Right. What you've done is bad as it is. We want to run on some morals, or we want to run on morals. As they say in Arabic, ma salama.
Yeah. See you later, mate.
See you later, mate.
See you later, mate.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out, guys.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, honestly, like, if I'm being honest with you, it should have been dealt with. This is quicker than what it was, bro.
Because on top of it,
it dragged on for too long, bro.
If you read the information properly that they're giving out, that you're saying is innocent, but what new evidence, on what got brought to light, how did you come to your conclusion?
There was a carry on from the video, though.
So if you say if he's innocent, why are you letting him go? Do you not have to ask that question?
It goes back to the people in and around the club that have, probably...
But if he's innocent like they say he is, and you've put out an email at the beginning of August stating to all staff that Mason Greenwood is going to be basically returning to Manchester United and was due back in training by September...
See, it's horribly done, man. And the thing
why have you all of a sudden, just because of a bit of me... Look, listen, regardless of the matter, even if you decided to keep him and loan him out, and what you're actually going to do, I know for a fact Mason Greenwood is going to be loaned out. And I will not be surprised if he's not loaned out until January.
It's mad. It could happen, you know.
You get what I'm saying? Mason Greenwood, look, if they spin this right, they can loan him and then still bring him back to Man United.
And the thing is, they talk about Abs how they have to look after the, you know, if you're part of my, you know, if you're part of my work and my organisation, I have to look after you. I have to treat you right.
I mean, they looked after Giggs and Giggs' situation goes unspoken of.
Yeah.
Like you got that woman from the Countdown saying she would stop supporting United if they still bring on Mason Greenwood. Well, it's a bit contradictory when you're giving Ryan Giggs a leeway and a shirt, and you're bare happy about him. And like I can bring you up the quotes on like how much you praise him, but bro, he was his brother's missus for like 11 years straight, bro. Got her, he dogged her so raw, yeah. She had to abort twice.
Mad. And also the domestic violence part of it.
I don't forgot the domestic violence.
That's the part where Man United could have really drawn the
exactly.
line, so.
But at the end of the day, yeah, it's tit for tat, innit? You know what I'm saying?
And you could say the media play a big factor in it.
Yeah, the media play a big
factor. Lawfully, let's just say, yeah, one argument is that lawfully, if you haven't been, you know, proven guilty to a crime that you haven't done,
innocent to proven guilty, right?
That's it. And you know, in the eyes of the law, he's innocent. So, three things.
In the eyes of the law, he's technically not innocent. In the eyes of the law, the case got dropped. But everyone keeps on saying, because the key witnesses withdrew. Yes, key witnesses did withdraw. But they also forget to mention in the same statement, they also said, upon new evidence found, the case got dropped.
It's all...
Yeah, it's all like, but obviously, all these media outlets will highlight what they want to spin their narrative, innit?
And so the way they dealt with it has just been crap.
Complete joke.
Yeah.
Complete joke. And this is why Richard Arnold jobs in question in general. Bro.
Yeah.
Especially after
Especially
after the whole... No, more Arnold than Murtaugh. Like, yeah, both of them. But more Arnold, strictly, than Murtaugh. A lot more. Especially with his handling of the whole Mason Greenwood situation. Especially in the statement where he basically hinting he can still come back.
And also, by the way, speaking, I don't think he should have spoken, bro. I should have been, just the club should have spoken.
I don't think they should have put these whole statements out. I think it should have been simple. Listen, Man United and Mason Greenwood have decided to part ways. We've agreed to mutually terminate his contract.
That is it.
That's it.
That is
much better.
Much
more better, much more professional. You dilly-dallied. You spoke too much to the point where people are questioning your statement, and then people are now questioning, be like, alright, cool, you're saying he's not coming back, but what's really and truly going to happen? What, is he going to get sent out on loan and in the following season you're going to ease him back into the squad? Or what? Are you going to just keep on sending him out on loans, until one day United don't have a forward because everybody's injured and you say all of a sudden, we got to bring him back? And
the thing is, it would have stopped anybody questioning anything. For you to turn around and say, okay guys, we no longer... okay, thank you, bye. That's it. Simple. Just a couple of lines, bro.
Like, bro,
couple of lines. That's it.
They state in the statement, we know the outrage that it was gonna have and all that, bro.
I'm really and truly, you're taught to be media trained, isn't it?
Yeah, and they were terrible. They were terrible.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. We gotta see what happens with that.
Yeah.
But moving on, takeover.
Drag over. It's called the drag over. It's dragging over and over and over. I mean, I'm totally with the Qataris right now, where I would just say, yo, listen, you got until Monday to decide. Yes, no. For example, not saying this Monday, but a deadline, and give these guys a deadline. Be like, okay, cool, you guys have dragged it on for so long. Are you serious or not? And just, bro, that's it, straight up, man. Because I'm at a point now where I had the hope of getting rid of these. Say that again.
A good window. Is that what you had the hope of?
No, just getting rid of.
Salvation of the window.
maybe, but I knew that they weren't going to be as effective in this window. But I was more thinking of we're going to have hope of getting rid of the Glazers, bro. That's my main thing, is getting rid of them.
No, they're going.
That was my hope. My hope in having a
going.
good window was going to be maybe next year or the year after when they probably settle in and stuff. Yeah, fair enough.
They're going. They are going.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, now I'm at a point where now, like, the club's just a shambles as it is. Like, what's the point? Like, there's no hope in a way where, like, is it really going to happen now? I'm at a point where, like, is it really going to happen?
I'm just getting up a few things that I got saying and some.
And when they do come in, bro, hopefully, I want every single person to get sacked, and I want you to bring.
I know.
And the thing is, I need to
for...
stop Man United being affiliated with ex-players, bro. Look, when you run a business, I'm not even talking to it as a football club, bro. When you run a business, you want to get the best on the market. Yeah, you want to get the best manager. You want to get the best this. You want to get that, bro. Necessarily, because you're affiliated to United doesn't mean necessarily you're going to be best for the club. Look at all the successful clubs around the world. They don't affiliate themselves with ex-players. We're like probably the only club. We're like the only club that wants to affiliate ourselves with ex-players. Like, look at the Johnny Evans situation, bro. Like, that's a pointless signing. We don't need him. He's not going to get us to the next level. Pointless. But it's just because he's affiliated with United, let's bring him back in. It makes sense. So this is my thing about the takeover, bro, is that when we come in, hopefully, I'm saying this now, hopefully when the takeover happens, I'm now hopeful. I'm not saying, yeah, when you used to say to me, yo, listen, it's going to happen, don't worry about it. I was like, cool, I was patient. But now I'm like hopeful if it even will happen, because I'm at a time now where I think the Qataris just say, yo, listen, are you going to make it? Do you want us to buy it? Yes or no? Because it's just dragged on for too long, man. It's dragged on for too long. But if it has dragged on for too long, we need to know why it's dragged on for too long. Then we can understand. Do you get my point? So you can say, okay, guys, there has been some, we've had to find whatever it may be, but there just should have been an understanding to communicate with the fans as to why it's dragging on for so long. So I'm just hoping now that we have a takeover. Hopefully you're going to turn around and tell me it's done this week or something,
No.
So yeah, honestly, like, it's...
But Neil Custis, whatever his name is, he reports for the Sun, but he's been very good, and he has a lot of reliable sources. I'll be honest with you, I'm going to get a lot more information after the Nottingham Forest game. But as far as I'm aware, and Neil Cost has announced a lot of stuff that I already know of, but he's basically come out and said, hold on, let me get everything up here properly.
I do want to ask you something though.
Go on.
Have the Qataris said we want to buy it? Or are they just one of the bidders? Because there's a difference between...
No, Qataris have come in and said this is 100% takeover.
Because there's a difference between saying... So, for example, if you want to come by my house and you've bidded, and I'm only going by what you've bidded, not by a conversation I've had with you and said, yo, listen, I'm going to buy your house. That's two different things. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So, if they've come directly and said... Okay, they've bidded, fair enough. We know they've bidded, there's a process. But if they've come out and said, yo, listen, we want to buy Man United.
They have.
Fair enough. But yeah, it's just more hopeful, man. As a Man United fan, I'm just hopeful. I'm just hopeful that, forget about all the forget about having money to spend and competing. Forget about that for now. I'm more interested about getting rid of these parasites, bro. I can't lie. I'm more interested about getting rid of these owners who have no, what do they call it? No interest in the club. No interest at all, bro. So my thing is that just get rid of these owners as soon as possible. Well, and start to probably...
according to the Sun and no Sun, it should be, full takeover should be done by mid-August. We should be getting an announcement that Sheikh Jassim is
We are in August, bro.
I mean October. Sorry, I
October.
do apologize.
Yeah.
October.
October, yeah.
We are in the process of this is the paperwork process. You will get an announcement soon that where it's leading to. Like I said to you, they were always waiting for this Greenwood situation to be over to actually like start moving at full steam ahead. That was one of the main delays. Now, in the next coming weeks, no, I'm not going to say 2 days, coming weeks, months, you'll get more and more information, and you'll see. What was it? Kiev. I forgot his name. Sky Kiev, whatever his name is, a silly guy. Yeah. He said, that there's no indication. Sheikh Jassim has no indication that he's won. Apparently, some of the Glazers don't want to sell. Like I don't want to swear, but absolute nonsense, bro.
Yeah.
Absolute no. It's a whole load of poo, man.
Absolute beep.
Like, it's
Absolute beep.
bro.
That's the thing.
He's the one that cussed out Tomiyasu, innit? And now he looks like a schmuck. Kiev has done look like a schmuck. We can't listen to a man.
The guy on Sky Sports.
Yeah. The one with hair, the one with the clap face, bro.
Yeah, the one with bald hair.
No, he's not bald. He's got a dead trim.
Send it to me later.
Yeah. Bro, listen, we can't listen to a man, that's got a whole chicken fillet named after him. Innit? Have you ever had a chicken Kiev?
Yeah, I have.
Where the chicken is basically battered, it's fried, with like garlic bar in the middle, innit? Yeah. Dead food, just like his information. Dead, dry and dead. Even though there's a stick of bar in the middle, and it's garlicky, still dead. Still dead. Yeah, he's trying to say like, nah, it has been clear. And you know what's so funny? He said that literally. David Ornstein was on a podcast or literally or brought on another article that. What basically Neil said, it's full steam ahead for this takeover, bro. And it's Qatar. He has beaten. I reported since March. He has beaten Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He originally beat him on the head-to-head bid. Then after Sir Jim Ratcliffe offered this bid, and then two that allegedly want to stay, he beat him there as well. And you know what was even funnier? Prior to all of this, there was an article made, by and it was talking to the Cardiff City chairman, innit? And he was one of the friends that helped the Glazers buy Manchester United. Well, he came out literally a month ago or 2 weeks ago, and he stated, my friends the Glazers are going to come out with a statement saying how they've successfully sold Manchester United for 7.5 billion.
Yeah, I do remember that. It was all over like media outlets, etc.
So Kiev, my chicken head friend.
Yeah.
Where you getting your information from, cuz you need to go to your source and you need to G-check him hard, like the way Mandem will G-check you on the streets. Cause you're wrong, bro. You're so wrong. Yeah. It's bloody embarrassing, innit? Yeah. Like low key, I wanna go on Sky and slide tackle you off your chair, bro. That's how wrong you are, and it's just jarring. It's jarring. You have to listen to that nonsense, and you're allegedly one of England's biggest sports outlet, and you've got a whole bloody channel that's on 24/7, and you man smoke, chat sugar, absolute schmucks. You lot are the reason why Harry Maguire is successful in football. Schmucks.
They need to check their
you promote losers, you waste, man.
They need to check their resumes, man. Let them check their resumes, check their mirrors, bro.
They need to check their mirrors, innit? But any work opportunities, that where you pay good, shout out, but I'll still do a good job for you. I might improve your views and stuff. Shout out me, innit?
I get what you're trying to say though, like it's
patience, innit? It's dealing with 6 siblings, and on top of it, they're just utter waste men as well. And they look like the prodigy of the maddest incestuary I've ever seen.
There used to be a program I used to watch back in the day with like little mole rats.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Mole rats, yeah, bro. I swear.
That's them, bro. They're mole rats.
But yeah, like my thing is, I told you, like they need to just leave. Forget about the success right now for my club. I just need them to leave.
Bro.
Then whatever happens after,
well, they're giving no more money.
They're
giving no more money, so it's literally now buy to sell. I meant sell to buy.
Sell to buy, yeah.
So they're not really giving out any money anymore. So that's it. The cash cow's over.
Glazers out.
Forever and ever, innit? But
Glazers out.
they look. I'm wrap it up on this part. The Glazers are going in it right now. It's just the whole paperwork thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Premier League will accept, and so would the FA, because really and truly, you're already in bed with Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia. You really can't truly and say you can't say no. And on top of it, even if you go look in Chelsea, they've got a consortium with Saudi Arabia as well. So,
if just a quick question before we finish this part, yeah. Do you think the Glazers could compete with all these different owners if they
actually invested from their pocket? Yeah,
not pocket, but showed the interest of running a football club.
If they showed an interest in running the football club,
could they run
and
the
they
club?
actually invested from their pocket,
whether it's pocket or whatever it is,
with what Man United already make, then 110% they can compete. But guess what? They're incompetent. They inherited this from their dad who died, and he was the original buyer of the club. Yeah, they got no interest in the sport whatsoever. So therefore, you're not gonna really get people who are competent to run the club. They just see it as the biggest cow that they can milk.
Yeah.
And right now, she ain't giving no milk. Her breast milk is like powder.
It's expired.
You know what I'm saying? Like it'll make you throw up if you take it, innit?
Mad.
Yeah, and the equivalent of throwing up is the amount of players' careers that have fumbled when they've come to Man United
100%.
and have fumbled after going. Only a certain few have actually managed to revamp their careers and made it look good. The others,
I just want to touch on this lastly. Like, taking over a club is calm, it's fine, but it's who you put into that club. Prime example is Man City. Everybody was like, "Oh, these guys know nothing about football. These guys, you know, wherever they come from, they got nothing." But bro, like,
that's what they want to do. They want to hire people that know what they're doing.
Bro, whether that Sheikh guy, like, whether he talks as if he's been running a football business all his life.
Yeah, bro, he talks like he loves the club.
Yeah.
But guess what? That's what they got. And the beautiful thing is, if all is true and said, and what I've been told it is true, Sheikh Jassim and his son are Man United fans.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a thing where
hopefully they can.
You'll run like a joke team.
Yeah, hopefully they.
It's not going to be a PSG in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's going to be a PSG. I know fans will be hoping that'll be a PSG, but hey, even if it is PSG, win their league every year, and it's all you're going to look like the sneaky ones regardless at the end of the money, because you're giving them the richest club that's already rich from it's the amount of money it makes. One of the richest owners. Yeah.
That's it.
Don't cry, don't beg, don't sleep. It's all over.
That's it.
I understand.
Glaze out.
But we're gonna move on to the current. What's going on with Man United? Nottingham Forest on the weekend. Mason Mount out injured. I think is a good thing.
You are so anti-Mount. You are so anti-Mount.
Man
And
United.
you know what's mad? You always said to me, give players chances.
But this is the thing. I never rated him from when he was at Chelsea.
That's fine. So you're basically not a fan of him, regardless.
I'm not a hypocrite, and I'm not a person that's gonna change their opinion just on the pure fact that
He
he went to Man
club,
United. You get what I'm saying?
I get you, but I
I found him dead at Chelsea. I never saw anything special, and I will find him dead at Man United. And I think the signing was pointless, and I don't think he's special.
Who would you have got instead of him then?
I would have gone out with for Casado. I'll be real. Not even that.
I feel like
not even that. I'll slap the extra 50 and take Harry and manage to get that transfer done deal with
Harry Kane.
Yeah, bro. You could have done a lot with the 55 million that you spent on him.
Yeah.
And you could have got a lot more value for your money.
Yeah. I mean, Man United fans would have even been happy with Amrabat instead of Mount right now.
100%.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what does Mount do that Bruno can't do?
I feel like they're just two attacking players.
It's the same thing.
It's the same.
It's a 6 and 2 10s.
Yeah.
There's no 6, 8 and then a 10 or a 6 and 8 and 8. No, it's a 6 and 2 10s. And it makes Casemiro look
so
yucky.
bad. So bad, man.
And Daniel made a point. Sometimes when you watch Man United, you don't know what Ten Hag's plan is. And this is a problem because I know Ten Hag is a good manager, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's already got so many issues at this club. It's actually deep, and this is why I rate him and I rate what he's doing, and I'm gonna still back him no matter what. Like Ten Hag right now has got Ronaldo FC waiting for him every moment, every hurdle he trips over, every loss, every draw, every mishap in the market, every way. I think Ronaldo FC is on his back, and I hear it.
It's true.
You can easily argue if he was there, maybe a different outcome of the season could have happened. Maybe they could have stopped City from achieving the treble. That FA Cup final could have been different.
We can't turn around and say Ronaldo didn't do any good.
No, Ronaldo did plenty of good. Because really and truly, yeah, United fans have been waiting for decades and years, yeah.
For him to come back.
No, it's not even for him to come back. For a player on Manchester United's payroll at the time to come out and call out the Glazers and tell how dead they are. Yeah. And guess what? You did. Cristiano Ronaldo came and did it.
Yeah. It's true. Though.
But now, yeah, you man all flipped your switch. Like, he's out. Look, I don't condemn what he said about the manager. I hear where he's coming from, and I hear where the manager's coming from, but I don't condemn it, innit? But what he said about the Glazers is complete facts.
Yeah.
And in my opinion,
that was a lot.
There's no coincidence. Yeah. He makes that interview, calls them out, and then what was it? Literally, we had 2 weeks later, Liverpool were meant to was up for sale. Then literally a week later, United came out for sale.
Yeah. I personally think that I've always said this to you. Having Ronaldo in your team is better than not having him not your team right now for Man United.
Better than having no workhorse.
Yeah.
Or Anthony Martial.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said this, like, taking him out of your team has not done any good. But in terms of, like, the current Man United squad...
Like you got Anthony, you don't know whether he's coming or going.
And the thing is, like, do you think, I'm not...
Rashford playing down through the middle.
I'm going to question Ten Hag right now, yeah? Not because I'm against him, but I'm going to question him and say... And I've even, like, seen some people talk about this, like, in terms of, like, should he have made certain players better? Should he have been already coaching players who last season weren't good and he's got enough time to make them better? Should he have by now got a team going, comfortably going, like I look at Brighton, I look at this guy, he already
came in, the system's there.
That's it. Like
same thing with Tottenham came in. You see what he's trying to do.
Yeah, like.
But the issue is
we talk about Pep, the prime. We're always going to talk about. We talk about Klopp as well because I feel like even Klopp, like he's no matter what happens, there's still that foundation. And I feel like Erik Ten Hag, like them players that he's got, they should be on a different level this season, bro.
I think his talent IQ is a bit. I'll be real. I think Ten Hag's talent IQ is a bit shaky with some of the players that he picks, and this is why United need a proper director of football to sometimes tell Ten Hag no. Because I'm pretty sure a director of football with common sense would have stopped Ten Hag from that silly Mason Mount deal and said to me, it's not worth the money. He can come here next year for free, yeah. And right now it's not what you need. We can focus on other positions, but they don't, yeah. So that's one thing because we can all agree on this shit. No matter what manager, not all managers can be trusted with their transfers. Yeah, they let pride and what they like and favoritism and what they believe is going to work for them. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Second of all, we have, and this is the problem with people. People have short-term memory loss. Look at Rashford the season before last to what the player he became the following season. It wasn't all Marcus Rashford on his own. That came in from a lot from coaching
Eric,
work.
No?
Eric, his assistants, McCarthy, all these man. Yeah. So for people to say, he doesn't improve players, that's cap because Bruno's improved massively under him. Bruno just went from consistently going forward, let me just blast the ball forward, yeah, to let me blast the ball forward when it's the right time, let me hold the play when it's the right time, let's play midfield when it's the right time.
So what do you do? So I'm not saying, I'm not, so...
the players that he can't coach, he moved out of of out of the picture.
Yeah.
Scott McTominay barely plays. Fred has been sold. Maguire has been dropped to under 21s. I'll bet you any money Johnny Evans is ahead of him in the pecking order. Now the fact that he's gonna sign a 1-year deal. Yeah, you've got all these other factors in it.
There's 2 key players to our
Yeah,
squad.
but everyone forgets on what he actually achieved in the last season. Garnacho, the way he brought him into the squad, the thing. Garnacho thought he was the guy when he first Ten Hag came in. He said to him, "You know what? I'm not gonna even play you through pre-season because you're moving like a schmuck." Yeah, he patterned him till he started showing the right attitude. And guess what? Even when he did start showing the right attitude, did Eric Ten Hag let Garnacho move into the first team change room in Carrington? No.
What's really annoying me the most about what you said, big Man United is relying on a academy graduate to find the solution to our problem. That's crazy, bro.
Like,
that is crazy for a big team like United.
You need to,
bro.
No,
that is so mad.
There's also,
okay, he's good, but bro, we're Man United, bro. We're not Brighton.
It's not only him, bro.
That shouldn't be a factor.
It's not only him, yeah. You've got a manager that's doing too much now.
But why do you rely
He's
on
dealing
young
with transfers. He's
17, 18?
He's dealing with everything where other managers have people to do them jobs for him.
That's what it. That's. I've never been.
He's doing transfers. He's consistently having to talk to other players to try and convince them to come because he wants to take a first-time lead because he does not trust the people that are already in charge. Yeah, he's consistently screaming, "Give me what I want." They still don't give him what he wants. Yeah, I can at least name you 7 top first targets, number 1 targets. Yeah, that Man United have fumbled for Eric Ten Hag. De Jong, Darwin Núñez, Kim Min-jae, Harry Kane. Who else was there? Frankie De Jong, did I say?
Yeah, you said there was also there's a guy from Frankfurt. Didn't he speak to him? Frankfurt.
Who? What's his name again?
He's spoken to a few players.
The fullback. Dumfries. That's another one. I've hit 7.
Yeah, but
I've hit 7.
No, but Abz, wasn't there one from the Frankfurt, the striker? He's about to go to West Ham. Kudus?
No. Yes, Ajax. Ajax is Kudus.
No, there's another one.
No. It's the one that was at
Frankfurt. Bro, he's. It's been obviously stated like that he's spoken to a few players and they've agreed to come.
Yeah.
Listen, he needs to just stick. Like I said to you, the manager needs to stick to what he's doing on the pitch. He needs to let people know. That whatever everybody's got their role to play.
You want another exclusive, by the way?
Yeah.
Crystal Palace are considering signing Eden Hazard on a free, but yeah, carry on.
That's crazy.
Carry on.
He does not look like that Crystal Palace player though.
Carry on, bro.
But yeah, stick to the team. Improve your team. Improve your players. You're a coach. You're a manager. Tell your staff members, your people up the top, that you want these kind of players, and then just call them out after. If they sack you, they sack you. You're being true to yourself.
Eric Ten Hag, they'll look like the idiots.
Yeah, 100%. That'll be 20 steps back.
Like
20 steps back, bro.
Here's a question for you. Do you think Eric Ten Hag's job this year is in jeopardy?
Nah, bro. Because he slipped. And he managed to get up 1 or 2 times since he's been there. With players, with results, with decisions. He's shown that he could get up. He might slip, but he's shown that he can get up. I don't think he's at jeopardy. And like you were saying earlier about giving managers time.
I know it's the second season, it started off shaky, but bro, United have had a shaky window. United always start shaky. So you gotta wait and see, innit? If you got the same problems will come January when Qatar are in and whatnot, you're gonna see a whole different thing, bro. And you will see movement in the January window.
Talking about movement right now, who would you think they need to get rid of in the transfer window?
Scott McTominay, Harry Maguire. I would have let go of Shaw this year, but they're not gonna go in for a left back.
Really?
Yeah, man, he's dead.
Why did you say
He's
that?
too lackadaisical. And when he becomes lackadaisical, it costs United big, innit? So
what about all the great moments he's had at centre back last season, for example?
yeah, and United lost to Brighton 1-0 from a Luke Shaw handball when he played at centre back, and it was his only mistake throughout the whole game. That's what Luke Shaw does. He'll have a great game, but his one mistake will cost you dearly. Allow that.
But what about the good moments he's been on the pitch?
He's had 9 assists in 9 years, you know. Well, like 11. Yeah, let that go. Luke Shaw needs to go. Luke Shaw needs to go.
What we need to upgrade?
Yeah, 100%.
He's
You also need to see.
player.
You also need to see what you're going to do with Anthony and Sancho. One of them needs to start. One of them needs to be considered to be sold.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about Anthony, bro.
If Ahmad comes in and takes his spot, then it's peak.
Oh yeah. Garnacho as well. This
You
is
get what I'm saying?
I said this to you. I said this to you a while back. Man United need to bring in players
Yeah, 100%.
who are just quality, not names, not household names. I said this, bro. I said this a while back.
Yeah.
I said it to you a while back. Man United just need to bring in, bro. Like Man City bought Dooku. Yeah.
I know, but let's.
Yeah. I get what you mean. But yeah, like quality signings, man. Like we just need quality signings, not household names.
We'll see. It's going to be a busy 10 days for Me United. There's going to be in and out goings.
Hopefully.
Dean Henderson's on his way out. Crystal Palace, I think it is now.
We need outs, man. We need
There's
another
still a
midfielder.
chance McTominay will be sold by the end of the window. Donny van der Beek's on his way out. So yeah.
We need a midfielder.
Yeah, Amrabat is still waiting and he's not been called up to any of the squads. So yeah, Amrabat's
Yeah.
on his way out to Frenzy.
Yeah.
So yeah, just be patient innit, because United are going to try and spin this whole Greenwood thing as much as they can innit,
Yeah, they need
to get their backs off. They already released takeover news that they shouldn't have, and
Right now, it's not
Easy.
looking good, bruv.
we'll see. But
It's not looking good as a
it's
United
not
fan.
looking good, bruv, innit?
Yeah.
But on that note, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Check out our last episode. It was good as well. But from me and Merky, deuces. Let us know what you think of Man United, and do you think Erik ten Hag's job is in jeopardy? If you do, you're kind of a schmuck and you don't know ball in it. But love,
Glaze out.
yeah, fact. Deuces.